It's a very good afternoon on Thursday, October 30, 2025, and welcome to the ICU TV Lunchtime News. Stories making headlines. LCC shuts down Ziyang manufacturing over public health violations. Unidentified man found murdered in Chalala, and police launch a probe. Zambia records 202 mining accidents, 315 casualties over 3 years. And in international news, over 1,500 killed in RSF massacres in El-Fasher. In sports news, Avram Grant has announced he will no longer be Chipolopolo head coach. Thank you so much for joining me on the news desk, and with the details, I am Misha Kinjakwa Edgars. Lusaka City Council has suspended Ziyang Manufacturing Company's limited operations for serious public health breaches. A joint inspection with the Ministry of Health found workers locked inside the factories using buckets as toilets, unsafe waste disposal, poor ventilation and protective gear, and open defecation on site. A second company facility was also closed for similar issues. LCC warns that all business violating health laws will face strict actions to maintain a safe and clean environment. Here is a report.
Lusaka City Council has suspended operations at Ziyang Manufacturing Company Limited for gross violations of the public health standards. This action follows a joint inspection conducted by the Council's Public Health Department in collaboration with the Ministry of Health through Chawama General Hospital. The suspension is in accordance with the Public Health Act Cap 295 of the laws of Zambia, the Solid Waste Management Act number 20 of 2018, and other applicable legislation. A spot inspection at the company's premises located at 94 Chimponumpwenu Road, Makeni, revealed that workers were reportedly locked inside the facility from opening to close of business, forcing them to use buckets placed within the factory premises as toilets, with management claiming this measure was necessary due to alleged time wastage by over 80 employees when using designated toilets, and further alleged that some workers were involved in the theft of factory products such as duvets, bed sheets, and fleece materials. The Lusaka City Council is deeply concerned by the conduct of these businesses and sends a stern warning to all traders and business owners that any entity found in violation of the public health laws will face the full force of the law. Lusaka City Council remains committed to conducting regular and comprehensive inspections and to ensure a clean, safe, and compliant business environment for all.
Police have launched investigations into the suspected murder of an unidentified man aged between 25 and 30, whose body was discovered early Wednesday along Tokyo Way near Salena traffic lights in Chalala. Chilenge police officers who responded to a tip from Hoodlands Police found the body undressed and lying face down with clothing placed on the back. Stones were reportedly, stabbed in the victim's mouth and visible bruises, both arms, and suggested a violent assault. The body has since been taken to the University Teaching Hospital for post-mortem, and no arrests have been made, and police are appealing to the public for information. More in the following report.
The station today, the 29th of October 2025 at 06 hours, received a phone call from Mr. Suito, the officer in charge at Woodlands Police Station, reporting that there was a dead body of a known person lying along Tokyo Way near Salena traffic lights in Chalala. Acting on the report, officers from Chilenge Police Station visited the scene of crime and upon arrival found a body of a male adult aged between 25 and 30 years. Unidentified at the time, the body was found lying facing downwards and undressed, with the victim's clothes placed on his back. When the body was turned upwards, officers discovered stones stuffed in the victim's mouth and observed bruises on both arms, indicating possible physical assault before death. The body has since been picked and deposited at the Teaching Hospital mortuary, awaiting post-mortem to determine the exact cause of death. An inquiry file has been opened and investigations into the matter have since been instituted. No arrests have been made so far. Members of the public who may have information that could assist in identifying the deceased or in the arrest of the perpetrators are urged to come forward and report the nearest police station. Thank you.
Mines Minister Paul Kabuswe has revealed that Zambia recorded 202 mining accidents between 2022 and 2024, resulting in 315 casualties. Speaking in Parliament on Tuesday, Honorable Kabuswe said 73 accidents were recorded in 2022, 65 in 2023, and 64 in 2024. The accidents included fatal, serious, and third-party incidents, with casualties rising from 69 in 2022 to 127 in 2024. He attributed the accidents to ground faults, machinery incidents, and human error. The minister said the government has stepped up safety inspections and training programs to reduce accidents across the sector. The upgrade of the 62-kilometer Mazabuka-Monze Road is now at 80% completion, with full completion expected by December 15th, 2025. Key works include an asphalt overlay, road marking and drainage systems, and major repairs at critical failure points. However, complex sections near Kalia Bridge, including 4.2 kilometers of damaged pavements and a 200-meter concrete slab at the Mazabuka Council checkpoints, will continue into early 2026 due to the concrete curing requirements. The project forms as part of government efforts to boost infrastructure, lower transport costs, and support agricultural trade in Southern Province, and more in this report.
On the side of the road, green sugarcane sails in the wind, a familiar sight in Mazabuka, Zambia's sweet town. But beneath the beauty of where we are standing lies something even more transformative, a newly rebuilt highway carrying the lifeblood of trade, tourism, and local business. The Mazabuka-Monze section of the T1 road, part of the north-south corridor, is nearing completion. Once known for its rough patches and traffic slowdowns, this stretch is now taking shape as a smooth modern highway, a lifeline for transporters and farmers alike. The government of the Republic of Zambia, through the Road Development Agency RDA, has been executing the project at a cost of over 699 million kwacha. What began in March 2024 as a maintenance program has grown into a full-scale rehabilitation, including the upgrading of the 4.5-kilometer road to Rusango University to bituminous standard. The contractor, Kauji Construction Limited, under the supervision of Zulu Barrow Consulting Limited, has been working across the 62-kilometer stretch route between Mazabuka General Hospital and Monze Town. As it stands now, works on the original section have reached 80% completion. Full completion targeted for December 15 this year. However, sections around Kalea have presented additional challenges. The pavement had deteriorated to a point where reconstruction on the existing surface was not visible after the earlier patching. Since concrete must be allowed time to properly cure before this phase will naturally take longer to finalize. Motorists can already feel the change, a smoother, safer, faster journey through the heart of Southern Province. The stretch of road is more than a convenience for local traffic.
We have customers and taxi drivers, so okay, waja so far so good. Otherwise road yabambwa ikubereka turabereka gaboto yonse twaruri mu mapenzi titwakari kubereka gaboto mataya ari guhwa mamoto gajonse jindu suspension every time kubambirira but this time around or motoga iri gaboto dust itago turenda jakuri.
Zambia and the United Arab Emirates will sign a tourism cooperation memorandum of understanding later this year in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. This follows a bilateral meeting between Zambia's Minister of Tourism, Honorable Rodney Skumba, and the United Arab Emirates Minister of Economy and Tourism, His Excellency Abdullah bin Tuk Al Mari, held on the sidelines of the UAE Africa Tourism Investment Summit. The MOU will focus on the tourism investment, skills exchange, and destination promotion. Mr. Sukumba praised the UAE's role in supporting Africa's tourism growth and confirmed Zambia's readiness to partner in sustainable and innovative sector development. This note brings us to our first commercial break, and still to come is more news. Don't go away.
Welcome to the Zambia Research and Development Center, an institution dedicated to national development through capacity building and community development. Established in 2007 by a group of professionals and lecturers, ZRDC has since become a hub of research and innovation in the country. Registered with the Ministry of Home Affairs under the Registrar of Societies, ZRDC pursues cutting-edge research to address pressing social and economic challenges. Get involved. ZRDC engages in activities that stimulate international collaboration, promote knowledge sharing, and make research expertise available to decision makers. Our mission at ZRDC is to foster innovation and capacity building for national development. We believe in addressing poverty and underdevelopment through institutional and capacity building, human empowerment, and gender participation. In our quest to foster innovation and capacity building for national development, ZRDC launched the ZRDC University Sponsorship for Capacity Building and Development Program to facilitate knowledge advancement among ZRDC researchers and those intending to join the research community. Qualified Zambian citizens can pursue education at credible universities in Zambia with guaranteed prospects of joining the ZRDC research community. ZRDC engages in industrial and technological research, covering research development and innovative investigations to drive dynamic industrial development at national and regional levels. Join us at the Zambia Research and Development Center as we continue to innovate, empower, and shape a brighter future for Zambia. ZRDC, fostering innovation and capacity building for national development.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. And now the international news. More than 1,500 people have been killed in Sudan's El-Fasher city following the Rapid Support Forces RSF recent takeovers, and according to the Sudan's Doctors Network. The killings occurred as civilians tried to flee, with reports describing it was a continuation of the earlier atrocities in the region where over 14,000 were previously killed. Satellite images analyzed by Yale's Humanitarian Research Lab show mass graves and blood-stained ground, pointing to possible mass executions. The RSF seized El-Fasher on Sunday, ending a 17-month siege of the Sudanese army's last stronghold in Darfur. The conflict, ongoing since 2023, has killed tens of thousands and displaced over 12 million. We'll go on another break, and still to come is sports news. Do not go away.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
Thank you so much for staying tuned to ICU TV Lunchtime News, and now the sports news. The Football Association of Zambia, FAZ, has officially confirmed the departure of Chipolopolo head coach Avram Grant, and Grant's announcements came ahead of the official confirmation from FAZ, which has now stated that both parties have mutually agreed to part ways with 1 year remaining to his contract. More in the following report.
The Football Association of Zambia, FAZ, has officially confirmed the departure of Chipolopolo head coach Avram Grant. The 70-year-old Israeli coach took the reins in December 2022 and has led the team to back-to-back Africa Cup of Nations qualifications. But in a surprise move, Grant himself broke the news on his Instagram account, confirming that he would no longer be in charge of the Chipolopolo boys. Grant's announcement came ahead of the official confirmation from the Football Association of Zambia, FAZ, which has now stated that both parties have mutually agreed to party ways with 1 year remaining on his contract. According to FAZ General Secretary Machasa Shampandi, The Football Association of Zambia has agreed to mutually separate with Zambia senior men's national team coach Avram Grant. We thank Mr. Grant for his contribution to the Zambian game. During his tenure, Grant oversaw 30 games with 11 wins, 15 losses, and 4 draws. The Chipolopolo boys are now set to participate in the upcoming AFCON edition in Morocco. As Zambia looks to make an impact, the Football Association of Zambia FAS will now begin the process of finding a new head coach. Stephen Chisengamape, ICU TV Sports.
Well, on that sports item, we have come to the end of today's lunchtime news. But before we let you go, here is a recap of the stories that made headlines. LCC shuts down Ziyang manufacturing over public health violations. Unidentified man found murdered in Chalala and police launch a probe. Zambia records 202 mining accidents, 315 casualties over 3 years. And in international news, over 1,500 killed in RSF massacres in El-Fasher. And finally, in sports news, Avram Grant has announced he will no longer be Chipolopolo head coach. Thank you so much for tuning into ICU TV Lunchtime News. And now, for these and other stories, feel free to visit our website at www.icutvzm.com. Feel free to join us this evening for another bulletin at 20 hours. I have been Mishek Njakwa Edgars. Good afternoon.